We must change the system. The death of a key figure in what many now recognize as one of the largest heists of the Philippine Treasury is shocking. It feels unreal, parang teleserye o Korean political thriller. Except this is real life, and the victims are the Filipino people. We are deeply concerned that this case, if mishandled, could lead to the silencing of other potential witnesses or whistleblowers. This inquiry is also a call to action to immediately secure testimonies, place witnesses under protection, and prevent any further loss of life or truth. Marami pong butas at hindi nagtutugma ang mga salaysay sa pagkamatay ni Jose Cabral. Mula sa oras ng pangyayari, sa mga detalye ng insidente hanggang sa testimonya ng kanyang driver. Lumalabas din sa investigasyon na madalas siyang nasa Baguio at nanunuluyan sa isang pribadong mansyon, hindi sa mga hotel. These details demand explanation, not dismissal. We have exact coordinates. We have a timeline. It happened in broad daylight. This is not the 1980s. Satellite imagery, geospatial data, and publicly available tools like Google Earth can establish the facts beyond doubt. If ordinary citizens can access these, then the state has no excuse not to. Unahan na lang kami because the truth will come out with or without cooperation. This inquiry is not about persecution, it is about accountability. Not about speculation, but evidence. Not about politics, but justice. The Filipino people deserve nothing less. Salamat po.
Lilinawin lang po namin dito, hindi po ito investigasyon tungkol mismo kay Jose Cabral. In other words, we are not going to look into the criminal liability of the former Jose, the late Jose Cabral, dahil nga po death extinguishes criminal liability. Kaya lang po, maraming teorya ang lumalabas kung ano ang tunay na nangyari sa kanya. What exactly is the cause of her death? May nagsasabi ito ay suicide. Honest to goodness, suicide daw. May nagsasabi na ito ay parang staged suicide, staged death. May nagsasabi ito ay aksidente. May nagsasabi na ito ay foul play. At hindi ho kasi maganda yung meron kaagad parang pronouncement ang DILG na no, there's no indication daw of foul play. Napakaaga po yung ganyang conclusion na wala daw pong foul play. Lahat po yan ng mga theory niyan, it has something to do, it centers or it surrounds yung pinaka-key role ni Jose Cabral dito sa usapin ng infra flood control project scandal. Kaya ito ay special na kaso na kailangan, this goes beyond also knowing exactly how and why she was killed. First, syempre yun ang pinakaunang alamin. Ano talaga ang tunay na nangyari sa kanya? What is the real cause of her death? Pangalawa, sino ang nakinabang o makikinabang dun sa kanyang pagkamatay? At ano yung mga naging kakulangan na mga proper investigative bodies, investigative authorities, oversight bodies, doon sa, kasi nga, siya ang isa sa mga central or key figures, and yet, hindi man lang sinecure muna yung kanyang mga dokumento, yung kanyang mga assets, yung sinis, wala seizure of her assets, nakakapag-withdraw pa daw. Bakit hindi ka agad ginawa ng proper authorities na i-seize, i-forfeit yung kanyang mga assets? At hindi siya sinecure bilang material figure in all of this na marami siyang nalalaman. Isa siya sa pinakamarami ang nalalaman. So maraming nagkulang dito. Kailangan masilip yan. Kasi sa usapin ng korupsyon, maraming players dyan. And syempre yung sa pamilya rin. Kasi the family inherits property, but the family does not inherit immunity. Because property and assets of the former Yusek Cabral can be forfeited in favor of the state. Sabi ko nga, dapat nauna nang trinabaho yan ng mga appropriate agencies of government that mukhang hindi yan ginawa. So maraming anggulo na dapat silipin at hindi pwede po na ipaubaya lang sa mga normal or usual investigative bodies natin. That's why our group, and this is the initiative of Congressman Egay Erice, itong grupo po ng lawmakers decided to file this resolution. Maraming salamat po.